Hello! Today we're going to learn one type of embroidery machine that is available to use in the studio, the Janome Memory Craft 500e. With these machines, you can embroider names, monograms, basic designs, or even customize your own design. We also have learning guides available in the studio for more experienced users to help you learn how to use licensed embroidery software to convert simple images into embroidery files. For this demonstration, we will be showing a simple word using the computer that is already built into the machine. Let's get started. First, to turn on the machine, use the power switch on the right-hand side. After you turn the machine on, you will see this screen. There's a stylus included in the embroidery kit. Use this to operate the touchscreen. Press OK and wait for the machine to move into its home position. To start, press the grid button. Then, at the bottom left, press the hoop icon and select SQ14. This is the hoop size we have available in the studio. It will say SQ14 at the top of the screen. If you see a different hoop size, repeat this process until it reads SQ14. If you press the Home button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, 3 options will appear. The button on the left gives you some simple, preloaded designs to choose from, and the one in the middle lets you add your own custom text. To add text, click on the middle icon. At the top left corner of the screen, press on the AA icon to see your font options. The top 3 fonts are in English: Gothic, Script, and Cheltenham. You can choose any of them. If you press the right arrow at the bottom of the screen once, you can choose a 2-letter monogram or a 3-letter monogram. For this demonstration, we are going to use the Gothic font. Once you select your font, you can choose between medium, small, and large for your font size. We will use medium. You can also choose between capital and lowercase letters. We will type out the word studio in capital and lowercase letters. Once you have typed out your word, you can press OK. Next, you will see your text box on the grid. You can move or adjust your text box in a few different ways. You can press on it with the stylus and drag it around, or use the arrows towards the bottom of the screen. There are also some icons in the middle of the screen that will allow you to make small changes to your design. If you press the copy icon, it will make a copy of your design. It will be copied right on top of the original design. If you want to delete anything from the grid, you can press the trash can icon. The resize icon can be used to decrease or increase the size of your design by 20%. First, we will decrease it to 80%. Then, we will increase it to 120% and leave it at this size by pressing OK. If you press the right arrow, you can access more options. Next is the rotate icon. If you press on it, you will be able to rotate your design by 45-degree increments or 1-degree increments. For this project, we will keep it at 0 degrees and press OK. These next 2 icons are not commonly used, but they will flip your design vertically or horizontally. Next is the kerning icon. This will give you a few options. First, you can put your text on a curve. Here is the text on a curve going up and on a curve going down. You can also change the space between the letters. You can increase it with the up arrow or decrease it with the down arrow. For this demo, we will not change the kerning. If you want to perfectly center your design, press the right arrow 2 more times. You can press the centering icon to ensure your design is moved to the center of the grid. Once you are happy with your design, press the OK button. You will see the Keep Hands Clear notification. Press OK, and then the machine will move into the correct position. Reminder that the hoop should not be attached to the arm at this point, and you should keep your hands clear. Once it has moved into place, press OK 1 more time, and then you will see your design on this screen. It will show you your design in the center. It will show you how many colors your project will have. This project only has 1 color. And it will tell you how long your project will take. And here it will tell you how many stitches your project will have. Next, we will hoop the stabilizer and attach the materials. For this, you will need the SQ14 hoop, a glue stick, stabilizer, which is a required paper-like fabric that is available in the studio, and the material that you would like to embroider. You can bring your own approved materials or use the fabric that we have available in the studio. First, you are going to take your SQ14 hoop and remove the top part. Next, place your stabilizer over the SQ14 hoop. Then, put the top part back and pinch it into place. You may need to loosen the screw to fit the hoop back inside. Once you are done, it will be very drum-like. If you need to slightly increase the tension, you can use the hex screw at the bottom. Next, take your glue stick and rub it on the stabilizer and place your fabric over the glued area so that it sticks. You have now hooped your material. Once you have chosen an embroidery thread color from the available embroidery thread, remove the clear cap and place it on the spool holder at the top of the machine. Hold the thread with one hand while keeping the thread taut and then thread through the machine. The thread will go behind the silver and the white, down from right to left. Bring it back up from right to left. It is very important that you bring it around the silver hook. If the thread isn't seated correctly in the silver hook on top of the machine can clog. Bring it back down, and then there are two hooks right in front of the needle. The first hook is here. The second is right above the needle. You can always check your work with a specialist in the space if needed. Cut the tip of the thread so that it is not frayed, and place it through the eye of the needle, and pull it to the left. We have magnifying glasses in the studio to help with this process. The bobbin will already be threaded by studio staff and will always consist of white thread. Once you have hooped your design and threaded the machine, you can take your hooped fabric, slide it under the presser foot. Pinch the black cube, gently push and line up the hoop with the silver buffers and then let go. Next, put the presser foot down. Then, if you are ready, you can press start. After a few stitches, press the same button to stop the machine. Trim away the excess thread and press start again. This will help prevent any clogs with excess thread. Once the machine has finished embroidering, pinch the black cube and slide it to the left. Lift up the presser foot on the back of the machine and slide your design out from underneath the presser foot. You do not need to cut the thread after the project is complete. The machine will do so automatically. To remove your item from the hoop, move it to the edge of the table and push it up from the bottom of the hoop. Remove both the top and the bottom of the hoop. Then you can turn over your project and tear away the stabilizer from the back. Once you are done with the machine, you can turn it off and you're done. Next time you're at the library, stop by the studio to learn to use the embroidery machine. What will you make today?